So I try to go to the gym quite a bit, just be a healthy human being. That's kind of turned into my home away from home when I'm not working, a place that I can go and just relax, clear my head. I just found out that my gym is closing for renovations during the summer, and I've been looking for an alternative. I'm kind of SOL with the options in my neighborhood, but there's one other gym that just opened up, and I went in the other day, and it is so over the top that I just... Let me show you. There it is. California Fitness Centurion. There seems to be some type of alarm going off, so that's not a good sign. It is the 30th, right?
Yeah, it's higher for me.
Got a boxing ring. Really love the headshots of everybody who works here. Look at this. Every surface is covered in marble. Super fancy. I mean, look at this. It's a gold shower. Of course, there's no problem with showers, water, and marble. That's not going to cause an accident at all. At least they put this nice little bath mat there, so that's going to help. It's a room full of gold toilets. And there's an exclusive VIP area for the exclusive VIPs that has biometric access. And I don't know, you get to get away from the plebes. There's security guards almost at all times in this locker room, which is just kind of awkward. A wide selection of cardio machines, more than will ever be used in this place, and mirrors to make it seem bigger. And I've run into mirrors everywhere, and I've run into the mirrors embarrassingly. Two types of ellipticals, treadmills, whatever machine this is. Here, let's give it a shot. Oh shit. Well, you get the idea. Got an actual stairs machine and this contraption. Well, that's silly. These are yoga studios. And there's even a place to relax when you're not in the middle of a vigorous workout. This is ridiculous. custom branded squat rack because of course, and custom branded weights because of course they are. And of course, there is nothing that is going to go wrong with these weights and these full wall size windows. And if you look right across the street, you'll see a hovel. Now, I don't want to make more of a dichotomy between rich and poor than there is. That's a really overdone story, but I think it's just metaphorical enough. So you've got this beautiful gym with all this wonderful brand new equipment. And yet there are some things that are just, you can tell that they're not set up to work out. There's no space to really do anything. One thing that really confuses me is you have top of the line equipment on everything, but then you get to this machine and you've got these plastic grips. I think this is just rubberized plastic. You can see that this flexes. It's gonna snap one of these days. But even more than that is that there isn't a pull down cable. What they have are these two little nunchuck type things that here, let me snap them on. They don't even fit these clips. I imagine that there's another carabiner that's supposed to connect the two, and then that connects to the clips. But I just want to show you the problem with these. They're made of a rubberized material, and they have these little flares down at the bottom, I guess, to help your grip. But usually at a gym, you've got rope pull-down cables, two little ropes with a nice little rubber end, or sometimes you've got a metal that forks out like that, a metal piece that forks out like that. But with these, you can't do anything of a high weight because your hand's just gonna slip off. The point of pointing that out is to show that there are so many little details at this gym that feel like you're not supposed to work out. It feels like a gym that's been laid out by somebody who's seen a photo of a gym and like seen a photo of a really nice gym that celebrities want to go to and rich people want to go to, but has never actually worked out themselves. When this place is an ice box, it's got to be like 50 degrees in here. It is absolutely freezing, but I guess that's a luxury in a country where it is roiling hot and humid half of the year. But there's one more thing that I want to show you. So am I likely to take advantage of the amenities of California Fitness? Am I likely to get a membership? Not really. It is not a place where I would feel comfortable. But then again, I am not the target clientele. Gyms in Vietnam are not necessarily a new thing, but consumer grade gyms are. Vietnam is still a country that is pulling itself out of predominantly manual labor, so going to a gym really isn't high on the priority list for a whole lot of people. And for most of the last few decades, as I understand it, gyms in Vietnam have kind of been divided between very inexpensive gyms that cost maybe a quarter to 50 cents a day for entrance, and they are absolute bare bones, and extraordinarily fancy gyms like California and Elite. And the purpose is maybe not so much on the other side of things, fitness, but I think the purpose is a bit more of that country club mentality. The majority of the people that I see at California, now this is a blanket statement, but it's typically wealthier, older Vietnamese and foreigners who probably work in diplomacy. And this neighborhood is populated by pretty much both demographics. So you have foreigners whose governments will pay for a membership. Now, in terms of cost, again, as I understand it, Centurion gyms usually aren't monthly or annual. They're usually only lifetime memberships that cost anywhere from $8,000 to $24,000. Now, I think because this gym is directly competing against another fancy gym in the neighborhood, and also this district has a lot of transient foreigners working in the diplomatic corps who are only here for 6, 12, or 24 months. A lot of teachers maybe. Well, they offer monthly memberships, and initially the offer was $34 million for 6 months. I said, that's not really what I want to pay for a gym. And then that came down to $24 million for a year, and so on and so forth. And then that came down to $18 million for 6 months. But he remembered that with 6 months, I got 6 months free, and I got 1 free transfer, which means that I could, at the end of my time, maybe 6 or 8 months through, sell my membership and transfer it to somebody else. Now, I'm only going to be in Vietnam probably for another 6 months, so I am unwilling to pay that much, although it's not a terrible price. I think it comes out to about $75 per month. That's roughly what I was paying in New York. And for the amenities afforded by that gym, if you want someplace that is really swank and really fancy, you know, absolutely, it might not be a bad buy, but I would feel uncomfortable. That's not why I go to the gym. Is it the fanciest gym in Vietnam? No, there are fancier gyms, but it's probably the fanciest gym in Hanoi, and it gives you some indication as to how the other half lives in terms of ostentatious displays of wealth in Vietnam. So, if you like this video, give it a like. If you want to keep up to date with my travels, subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, follow me on my Instagram, my Twitter, my Facebook. I try to post new content at least twice a day. And thank you for watching.